My name's Jonathan Knight. I'm a professional artist, and I exhibit nationally and internationally. I'm NWS, National Watercolor Society, and that's out of Los Angeles, but they're international. And I'm more famous for my watercolors and my oils, but I can work in all mediums. But the works that I sell that are in museums are primarily watercolors and oils, some pastels as well, and a lot of drawings. Basically, when I was home, I had an older brother who was really very talented, and he inspired me. I used to watch him draw, and I don't remember him ever painting, but he used to draw, and I was inspired by that. And then I would basically copy what he was doing, and then I kept going, and then he stopped. So I ended up being the artist of the family, my brother Steve. And then I started taking private painting lessons, and then I was doing paintings around the home, painting my brothers and sisters, and went to college, took it into high school, had great leaders and professors that taught me certain tricks of different medias, and it just kind of took off. I mean, I love it. I have an affinity for it as well. Well, I think one of the main things you're going to notice is the lighting and the subject matter. A lot of my paintings are allegorical in nature, and the colors, the juxtapositioning of the figures, and the color and the lighting, it's like a dance, and they all work together visually. So you'll basically see some of everything, and hopefully your eye dances around the canvas to find the focal point, and then you'll see what the magic is of the paintings. I start with a drawing, and it's as minimal detail as possible because I like the spontaneity of the paint and the water, or the paint and the oil working together. So I let the paintbrush do a lot of the stipulations and the modulating of the images. So I try to keep it as spontaneous and fresh as possible. And I would say that kind of represents my work. It has detail, but at the same time, it's spontaneous. And once I master that, then I think I've achieved a wonderful painting. I'm a true art lover. I'm a collector myself. I like all artists. I'm particularly interested in the old masters and the impressionists, like Edward Degas. Tanner, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Rubens, Titians. I like most artists. I mean, I probably can name more that I don't like than I do like. I like them all, but I like the ones that are the cream of the crop in the art world. And Michelangelo created the David. He created a lot of the other major things, the Sistine Chapel. I love his work. I love more contemporary Andrew Wyeth. I love his work. I love, there's so many people. But that's basically it, yeah. William Tanner, he was an African-American, went to Paris. Romeo Bearden, I love his work as well. And that's kind of it for now, yeah. But I really like them all. I've exhibited in a number of museums nationally, so having them in any museum in the permanent collection, that's wonderful. The Nerman Museum, in Kansas, Spencer Museum, KU, they own pieces. I think the first thing that's very inspiring for me is, I think I was in 8th or 9th grade, and I entered a March of Dimes competition, and my painting won Best of Show. And it was a biblical piece, the Four Horsemen of Apocalypse, and that was the main thing that kind of started me off. And then as a professional, the museums, I like exhibiting in the museums. I love more so being in the collections, and I've been collected by a number of the museums nationally. Anytime I do a solo exhibit, that really it allows a large number of people to see my work. Let's see, on television, I was a designer for Hallmark cards, so they featured me in the Hall of Fame commercial, and so people saw that all over the world. American Arts Magazine featured me on the cover twice. They're international. People saw that all over the world. I got cards and letters from that. Work on your craft, work on your skill, perfect it, and just work hard, because there's so many other artists out here that are talented as well. That's who you're going to be competing against, and that's what I do every day.